public. It's setting it up. And we are live and in living color. In living color. Hi, this is Bold and Beautiful Spotlight here on JLJ Media. It is part of the Soap Sundays here on JLJ Media. I'm one of your hosts, James Lott Jr. I'm wearing a shirt. I'm a life coach. I'm part of the ICF, National Coach Federation. I want to give a shout out to them. They do great work. I am with two people who also do great work when it comes to Bold and Beautiful. I'm going to do a reverse for a change, just because I'm just going to change it up. Below, she has her podcast, the Bold and Beautiful. Oh my God, Bold and Beautiful podcast. This is going to be a rich show, folks. We have a very interesting show. Well, we love her from the Gulf States, Amanda Russ.
Hi, guys. This
And
was a
next
crazy week.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, say it again.
This was a crazy week.
It was a crazy week. It was a crazy week. And next to us in a beautiful, beautiful green top that you can get your local Rite Aid. Goveia.
Hi, everyone.
You guys are coming in. Thank you guys for continuing to join us. While you're coming in, I'll do a little bit of church announcements. You guys are coming in. So today is Soap Sundays. And earlier today, for the first time in the history of Wide Arm Mini Spotlight, in the 4 years I've been doing it, we went live. We actually did a recap. Whew. Dina Mergeron Abbott passed away from Alzheimer's this Friday. I was crying like a baby. A baby. I mean, I was sobbing, sobbing. It was beautiful. It was soapy. It was magical. It was wonderful. The writing, the acting. Peter Bergman, Eileen Davidson, Beth Maitland, everybody. We talked about that. So watch that show. It's out now. We watched that show. Also today, after this show, what do we have? Tami Goveia?
Daytime today at 1:30. If you want the news, if you want the juicy gossip, if you want the what the heck is going on in daytime television, Daytime Today. And that is without two donuts, James. James.
Tami, you need to do a car commercial.
I love it. That made me just cry. Love it. That's good. And that's what her and Candace Mack at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join us for that. Missy Reeves is gone. That was a big shocker on Days of Our Lives. So that's we'll talk about all that on that show. And then, of course, I will be on Dish and Days today on our sister channel, Dish and Days, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, talking about the end of Hope Williams-Brady. I'll probably wear a veil. I'll be wearing all black. Who knows? So tune in to that show with me, Tony Moore, Michael Mattis, talking about hope. And then tonight, it's me and Frank Moran. That's right, the two dudes talking about General Hospital. A lot to talk about this week. That's at 6 p.m. live, 6 a.m. time here. And on a side note, I released a special Bold and Beautiful Rewind today. I didn't do it Friday. I did it today as my audio version kind of companion to this show. And it's out now on your audio for your ear holes. That's everything, everybody. I think it's everything. People are coming in. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in, you guys. And tell me in the chat room. I'm just kidding. Everybody's here. So I know more will be coming in as we start talking. So I always ask this question. I told them off camera, everybody. I thought of them all week as I was screaming at the TV, especially with one particular character. So Tami Goveia, she's shaking her head. What did you think about this week of Bold and Beautiful?
I feel like every time you ask that question for the last few weeks, what did you think? All I'm doing is.
Exactly. That's all you're doing. Mm-hmm.
I might have a little bit of a bald spot from tearing my hair out. So I try to cover it. I don't know. That's how I felt about this week.
That is hilarious. Amanda Russ, what did you think about this week?
I thought it was good. It could have went a little faster.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it could have just fast forward a little.
Interesting. Interessante.
My God, it's just like, go ahead, keep pulling my fingernails out slowly. Just do it.
Can I say one thing?
No, please, go right ahead. Please.
I have a PSA, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I need to remind everyone that I adore Scott Clifton.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yes.
He is amazing.
Oh, he is. Yes.
And he should take it as a compliment that we hate his guts, because that's how good his acting is.
It's like Matthew Atkinson.
Yes.
He is a gem of a
We met him.
human.
Nice guy. Nice guy. Very
Absolute
nice guy.
gem. And it's kudos to his extraordinary skill at what he does, as to why I personally loathe Thomas. Sorry, didn't mean to take the spotlight off Scott there.
I was just gonna say, please remember that the actor has nothing to do with the writing. He has no control over the storyline. He's doing a job.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Give him a break.
I'm glad you brought that up, Amanda, because he did speak to the folks out there in a big tweet and stuff about that. People need so too to be a little bonkers. I'm sorry, I'll say it. I love y'all, but you guys are bonkers sometimes. Need to know he's doing a job. They're all literally just doing a job. They're saying the lines as they're written. I mean, like they don't have say in what they do in storyline. They really don't. And they really, I don't know what you think they do. They really, really don't. They're following what the writers and directors and producers and network want them to do. So, and for us on all these shows, and I can include Shendays on it, we're never attacking the actors. We're always attacking the characters. And the actors, that's the byproduct of it. And most of the actors get it. I mean, they get it. I mean, they get it. Everybody has a right to have an opinion. But we, Scott Clifton and Matthew Atkinson, are so good at what they do. We don't like them. So that's just kind of points. I'm glad you said that, Amanda. I'm glad you brought that out, because poor Scott was like talking about that to people, like, it's just. Oh, and aside, congratulations to Jacqueline McInnes Wood.
Oh yay!
I'm great again, so we're happy about that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm glad you said that, Amanda. So, and that's on this show, on all these shows, we never attack the actors. Okay, I attacked the 2 actors on a couple of shows, but they attack me in real life. So other than that, I don't attack actors, because they do such amazing work, and that's the point. You're supposed to hate them or like them or not like them or feel weird. I mean, that's the whole. I'm glad you said that. Going with that though, for me this week, Liam got on my everlast. I mean, I don't have any nerves left. My nerves are gone. He took the last one and took it with him somewhere.
I thought Ridge took my last nerve, but
oh no, Liam took it.
Unbeknownst
See, that was
to
Amanda's
me,
thing.
I still had nerves to be taken away.
Yeah.
The only thing about Amanda with the last nerve thing, I'm like, well, he took my last nerve this week. I was like, it's just bye. Thank you, nerves. Nice knowing you. Thank you. And it was done. It's just for the whole week. It's interesting how they're playing him. Because even Hope by the end of the week was like, oh, come on, Liam. Like, come on. Like, let it go. Like, I mean, and when she said at the end, when she said it, we were all taking it.
Yeah.
It's because you're jealous. And I like the way she said it. She didn't say it in a way like, are you jealous? She's like observing, kind of going, are you a little jealous? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. And I really spotlighted the strength of their relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be able to say, because I totally got where she was coming, because I would be like that. I would be like, dude, this is crazy. What are you jealous? Come on. It's okay. We're in a safe space here. If you are, that's fine. Let's talk about it. So I was like, kudos to her.
Tammy's way more advanced than
Tell
me.
it, Amanda. Tell it, man. Tell us what you think, Amanda. Tell it.
You getting bitch slapped. First of all, no. You jealous. No. I thought she was really nice about it. Really, really nice about it. Because I would not have been that nice.
So if you're mad, if your husband was like, you were like, no MFer, that is not going to be happening here.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He knows. I love it. But no, I mean that's the thing. I'm glad that she said something though. Period. Because it's kind of like, like this is a little too much. Because Thomas all week was chomping at the bit. He was chomping at the bit. I mean, between the whole pick me for designer versus cousin Zende, and then with this whole Liam. Well, Liam is just like so upset. He didn't say, he was smart because he didn't say much about that. He was smart.
He wised
what he's
up.
doing.
He was very smart, because he was saying the right things. that he should say. He's like, oh, don't, it's okay. He's just worried about his daughter. But the whole time, he's really saying, I love this, like.
Oh, if he could dance. But if he could be dancing right now, he'd be dancing in Force of Creations if he could. Yeah. He was so. Wait. There's that one part though. He hit his head on the table. I guess. That was a weird moment.
What was that about? There was a couple of weird moments where like, what does that mean? It's got to mean something.
The phone,
hit
his head.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought, ow. But then when homegirl walked up, I was like, are you okay with her? He's like, yeah. And then they just ran off. I was like,
yeah. Like, I don't know. Did he get a call from Vinny? Like, did he know all along that Vinny was giving her? I don't know.
It sounds like an Amanda prediction. That's what it sounds like to me.
Is he concussed?
I know. It's like,
is he concussed? Are we gonna have like a whole new Thomas because he hit his head?
Oh my God!
It was so weird because they did it like ow, and they just kind of got a little weird. That's a little weird moment. But no, you're right. He was so smart. He was like, if I say too much or jump in,
finally
it'll be too much. So it always kind of sat there. Everything just sat there all week, and it just kept going on. And Liam kept going. And Liam it was funny when Liam would pop in. They were talking together, and he was like, I don't know. I don't know. And and he's just, Scott Clifton is really good, but the way he was just doing it was just like, I don't know. I mean, I try to be like this,
it was diarrhea of the mouth.
The mouth.
He was just spewing and spewing, and there was that one moment where, had it been me, there was only one moment, and that's when he's spewing and spewing, and then he gets up and he's like, I just don't understand what's going on. And he storms out of the office, doesn't say goodbye to Hope, he's just like possessed. And he's just got to get over to Steffi's. And he just storms out of the office. Oh my God. I would have been, get the F back here now.
So
if your man did that, Tam, you were like, no, you gotta get back over here. We gotta talk.
That's just rude.
So it wasn't the jealous part. It was just walking out the door.
No, that's just rude. Don't be rude to me. I don't care how long we've been together. Do not be rude to me.
They were seeing the different levels of Amanda and Tami. Seeing different levels, yes. I like that. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, my whole thing was, he was so obsessed with the Steffy Finn situation, he didn't mind Thomas being in the room. They didn't have any word. They really had no words. I mean, like, it was just like, Thomas is sitting there. He's like this sketching. It's like,
yeah.
If he had TV,
he's listening to every little word.
Yes! I was laughing because he's just back there. They just show him in the background. He's just like, and I couldn't stop laughing. I thought, yeah, exactly. But Liam didn't even bother with him being in there. It was just like, yes, Liam is doing the most. I didn't remember he had the one. I know. It's just everybody in there. Yeah. And Kenneth Clark doesn't trust Finn. That's fine and all, but right now Finn really hasn't done anything. Not really done anything that we should be questioning yet.
Someone in the chat room, I think, Kenneth, says, guys, I don't trust Finn. I had a hunch that Finn could be a little dark, aka Deacon's son, or he can Jack, who is Brooke's son, the way he was staring at Steffi and Liam's portrait. But it does need to come down. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was staring at the portrait, I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. But there was a moment, and I have to give it to Liam, where I think he said to Hope or to Steffi, he's like, I've always followed my gut, and it's never failed me.
No, he told that to Finn.
Yeah.
Did he say it to his face?
Yeah.
And I just don't trust you. And I thought, you know what? I gotta say, he's right. When he thought something was off with Steffi, he was right. And Thomas, he was right. So then I thought, well, damn, is there something about Finn that?
But that's fine. We don't know. But see, I think we don't know anything yet. So Liam is doing the most because there's nothing. I mean, And even Bill feels bad, like it's his fault. Now it's this whole little thing he was talking about on his thing. Side note. K Coco Candy 1 says, "I love that shirt, Amanda." So I had to give you.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. I love that turquoise.
I was gonna say, go ahead, Amanda. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, Liam had one valid point. Okay, Finn should have called Liam and let him know, hey, we're taking Kelly. They're not really like a couple yet. I get why he was upset about that. Like, I don't know you like that. And you're calling and what if I wasn't ready to take the baby over there? Like, that's a lot. But the correct response is, I know you were trying to do something good. Next time, please let me know. Because, I don't know you that well. And I like to know what's going on with my daughter. Okay, so just next time, let me know. And that's it. That was the proper response.
Tami, what are you thinking?
I don't think that was such a big deal.
Okay.
I mean, because where was Kelly? Kelly was where?
At Hope. So that nanny brought him over. Yeah, she was with Hope and them. Yeah.
So she's at the house.
Yeah, so a nanny brought her.
So Amelia was there at the house, and Finn called Amelia?
I guess called over there and asked Amelia to bring the baby over because Steffi's coming home.
Okay.
Everybody saying she'll be fired.
Yeah, they were all at the cabin. She was at the cabin watching the kids. Finn called, who she doesn't even know, by the way, right? Like, he calls and says, oh, bring Kelly over. You do that without even asking Hope and Liam.
But he's not like, bring Kelly to the corner of 12th and Rayon. He's like, bring her over to Steffi's house. She's coming home. So what? Like, meet me at a hotel and bring Kelly with you. What's wrong with that?
I actually am on Amanda's side this time.
Yeah,
I guess.
What do the guys think in the chat? I want to know.
I have children, so I feel weird about that too, actually. Even if my dog, I'll be like, excuse me, find out about my dog in your presence.
My sister would go crazy about that. Like, she's real protective of her kids.
We have fur babies and stuff. I'd be the same way. Like, excuse me, we touch a Scrabble if I don't, I'm not ready for you to touch Scrabble. Let's see. Simone Francois says, a broken clock is right twice. I've heard that say before, but it's wrong most of the time. Oh, so you're saying that Liam could be wrong?
Mm-hmm.
True. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Amanda, to you, I felt so good when Bill is still caring for my girl, but when Liam told him to stay away from her, look on his face was everything. I know what he said, but he goes, Liam, so what are you saying to me? I was like, I'm like, what? Huh? What?
Yeah, I was on Bill's side.
Yeah.
He's like, so let me just be clear as to what you're saying to me. You're telling me
I was cracking
to stay
up.
away from Steffi. And Liam's like, back it up.
Yeah. Bill was like, excuse me. Like, excuse me. You don't mess with Dollar Bill. Bill was like, excuse me. What are you saying to me? And I was like,
yeah. And Liam was backpedaling.
Because he was just manic. He was manic at that point.
Again,
just like, bleh, bleh, bleh. Yeah. Oh my God.
I love doing the show. Yeah, so I thought it was just crazy. I thought yeah, he was crazy. So yeah, Amelia needs to be gone. I feel the same way. I'm sorry. She's on probation now, probably. It's been on the approved list.
Steffi didn't have a problem with it. Steffi didn't get upset.
There's that. So here's what's funny. So me and Amanda are on one side, like Liam, and you're on the side of Steffi.
Yeah, Steffi wasn't upset.
But see, I feel like Steffi is colored because she likes Finn and she wants to see her daughter.
Mm-hmm. She don't see
but
it.
She trusts Finn. So the fact that he took that initiative, she knows Finn. She trusts Finn. But
on Liam's side, I'm like, sorry, kids. It's not a child. I need to be informed. That should have been it. But I agree with Amanda. I would have said, no harm, no foul. Obviously, everything worked out fine. Just next time, you're not a parent or a step.
I don't know you like that.
I know. So I kind of agree with that. But I agree that he didn't have to go as overboard.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I understand where he was coming from. Maybe that's kind of funny. So I think it's kind of funny. Because just do whatever people ask her, dude. That's so funny. Everybody's having jokes about it in the chat room. But poor Amelia. We don't even know who Amelia is. Where she is. Cast Tami as Amelia. Let's put her on Beautiful. See what happens. We yell at her. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, so Finn and Steffy and Liam, they're actually all together at one point. And I love that point when she was like, I'm going to check on Kelly. Are we okay? Are we good out here? Are we okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you know that you're not okay. Once you go in that room and talk to Kelly, you know you ain't okay. Mm-hmm. And it kept showing the little actress who plays Kelly. They didn't have her on the show. So I guess it must be a COVID thing. Must be yeah, I saw that. Cute little kid.
Yeah.
Cute little girl. So I figured there was some kind of like probably just regulation or something. That's why she was not.
Yeah, it's a good point. Simone says they need a co-parenting plan because Liam and Steffy, they've both done this, and Hope did it too.
Yeah,
Hope,
she did.
Hope made, and they know Hope. So
Right.
and Hope made some calls. It's like, you should have run that by Steffi first, or
the intentions were good. I mean, we get, as I said, we get it. So I feel like it happens once, then you say, okay, no harm, no foul. Like Amanda said, it's good. We know your intentions are good, but just kind of, don't do it again, bitch.
Yeah.
No, bitch, don't do it again.
I was just I think the most frustrating part was I was mad at the writers this week. It's like, you put us through 3 solid days of Liam whining like a little twit. I haven't used that word in a long time.
I don't twit. I know I'm married to Hope, and I wrote down, I know I'm married to Hope, and I have no place. And Liam's like, and Finn's like, right.
Yeah.
It's
facts.
It just bugged me. Now, the one part of the storyline I did kind of bug me. I mean, you might guys all may feel differently than I do. I get it. I feel she's home too soon. But then I'm trying to figure out the timeline. I feel like they're playing with the timeline too a little bit. So as a month passed, usually it's 30 days, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm like, why is the bitch home now? I mean, she's still got, I mean, like, you look amazing. Like nothing ever happened. I'm like, is this like zing? Like we're better back to magic? I'm like, I don't how you guys, I don't know what's going on. Everybody, you guys know what's going on? I mean, I don't, is it a time thing? Are they going forward? I don't know.
And that reminded me of a moment that like literally made me physically nauseous. Was Steffi and Finn are at the house, and that's when Liam had gotten the call from Amelia. So now he knows that everybody's at the house because he didn't know Steffi was being discharged and this whole thing. Right. So Liam walks in and starts, Steffi, you are the strongest woman I know. You are so brave. You are the best mother on this planet. And I was just like,
I know. Yeah, exactly.
And Finn's just looking at him like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just thought we needed more of her in rehab, more of her going through stuff. I mean, that cutesy, I'm sorry, scene of like, record your story. The story they showed was very cool. But they did the guy telling a story. I thought it was very cool on the iPad or whatever, the tablet.
Yeah.
The guy coming and talking about that. I wish there was more of that. I felt like it just kind of went, it was just washed away in an episode or two, and now she's home. Did anyone get back to the Finn Steffi? They kissed at the end of Friday. They kissed. Finn and Steffi kissed. So it's like, let's get back to that again. It's almost like, yeah, so she was, she had drug issue. We're done. Now back to life. But I guess somebody in here said too, they're playing with time too. Everybody's confused, it looks like. We don't know if they're doing it on purpose or, I mean, I can't follow along either because because another storyline, which we'll get to in a second, I was like, this is fast. But anyway, so I don't know. So they're playing with time. I don't get it.
I think I always tell Chelsea, you can't go down the rabbit hole of the timeline because it's not explainable.
Okay.
I was confused too. I think we went like 1 week, right, without Steffi. I think that was supposed to be like a month, right? So now it's been like a month.
Okay.
I don't know. So now where's Quinn and Eric and
right?
How is that going to come back in?
It was mentioned like they're like, oh yeah, I'm sure she's doing damage control. I'm talking to Steffy about it. I'm sure she's doing damage control. Like we didn't see any of it. So I thought we'd get at least one episode this week or something of it. We didn't. So they're all off. We'll see them in a second, I guess. Maybe this week we'll see them. Maybe we'll see them this week.
So Brooke is still at Quinn and Eric's, standing in the living room.
Yeah, I get the girl. I'm like, right, I
rubbing the nose in. Quinn's gonna have no nose.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The people in chat was saying the same thing. Like we take your time. It's like a bunch of time passed. I don't know. We don't.
And we're just still gonna be standing in the bedroom with that single rose.
Oh my living word!
And so that goes on to the next storyline, which I thought way too fast. And even he kind of said it. He kind of alluded to it, and she was like, "No, Carter and Zoe, cute place, Ridge's old place, everything. Asking her to move in. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, writers, what's going on here? Is this a plot device to get her with Zende or something? Go ahead."
So Simone in the chat room says Carter is making the same mistakes again with Zoe that he did with Maya. Zoe wants to be a Forrester. Same thing with Maya. Same thing.
Yeah, I think you guys are right.
I'm glad I wasn't sure if she was going to accept Carter's offer.
Right.
I mean, you could see her vacillating like, oh, but man, this is a good deal. You could see those wheels like, place is nice. And oh my God, it's by the beach and my own key.
Like, said, oh, you got to see upstairs on the terrace or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a terrace? I'm like, oh no.
It was just like really like, maybe I should just give this a try for a month or something. So the fact that she just said, no, it's too soon. I was like, all right, I'll give you that.
But she's busy.
Oh, she's busy, all right, James. She is busy, all right. You can say that again.
He's trying to get busy with Zende and apparently batting her eyelashes and then spilling her guts. She told what happened to him. Even though, because when Zende and Thomas had their talk a little bit, we're setting up the adversarial relationship there too. Because I know what you did to family. I know what's going on. I was following what's happening with what you did to Hope and to Zoe. And it's funny, they're all standing there, it was like, and Thomas was like, and I apologize. And I'll keep apologizing. I'm like, okay. But Zende's like, I'm not dumb. But Zoe and them were still looking at each other. Make sure you call Zende, make sure you set up a meeting with Zoe about these plans. And he's like, of course I will. I was like, it's Zoe's thirsty, Zende's thirsty, everybody's thirsty. Yeah.
I mean, at first I thought he wasn't into her. I thought Zende's not into Zoe.
Yeah.
But then when Carter's like, I have a surprise now, yeah, let's go. Zende was looking at them leaving, and he wasn't happy about that. And when he couldn't find Zoe, when Hope said, make sure and get together with Zoe about the alterations or what have you, and he tried calling her and texting her and she wasn't answering, he was not happy with that. So now I'm thinking,
now he's jelly.
Yeah.
They're setting it up. They're setting it up. The three thing is they're setting it up. There's claims that Zoe's sister's coming. So I haven't heard. I mean, people are saying I haven't heard it exactly. So if she's coming, then that'll be interesting too. Which they've done this before at the Avance. I don't know what's Anyway. I'll save my shade for that if that happens. But with this one right now, I can do future shade. I got to do current shade. So right now they're setting up a clear triangle. That's what they're setting up. Where Carter's the good guy. And then he's not the bad guy, but he's the exciting guy. And then there's Zoe in the middle. And it's like, well, is this the right choice for Zoe? I mean, like, we're trying to forgive her for everything she's done. Wouldn't the fairy tale ending be right here? No, you're right. The fairy tale ending's over here at Forrester.
I'm not forgiving her.
Oh, well, okay.
Forget it.
She ain't forgiving her. I'm like, her and Flo. Both of them are bad.
Now she's messing with Carter. And that's unacceptable. I can't have that.
Okay.
He is so sweet. And he's doing everything. Like, And the fact that she can't just be honest. Like, just say, because he said, I'm not interested in anybody else. Are you? Say you are. Say it. I was like, just say it. Because now he's like, he's thinking, oh, well, we're exclusive and all this. And she's over there, you want to see this? Model it and all this. Like, what? Just tell him. Yeah, she's all like, you like this dress?
Wait. Well, come on, girl. Let me ask you a question, though. Would it be, okay, what if you're in her position? You naturally were liking Carter. There was nobody else around. Hot, light-skinned and brown comes in, and you're like, I've been following you a long time. And you have maybe a little interest in, would it be hard to tell that person you were originally talking to that you may like somebody else?
To Amanda's point, there's a way of saying it.
Okay.
That still keeps the options open and not hurting someone's feelings so bad.
How do we stop what you're saying?
You tell Carter, and it's true, it's too soon for exclusivity. Okay. And when she was telling Carter, here's what I'm coming off of. I trusted my dad and his intentions. I trusted Thomas. And totally valid.
Okay, all right.
And to be able to say, like, I can't go there with you right now because I'm just not, I just can't do it.
Right. Like, I'm not ready for something serious.
Yeah. And then when it comes to Zende, just take your time with that. You know, just take your time with that. Keep the options open.
Yeah, I have no problem
with
that.
But be honest, yeah.
I just don't like the way she's going about it.
Yeah.
Because she's making him look like a fool. Like, she's making him look stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he's in front of Zende, all happy, grinning from ear to ear. Oh, we're so happy and all this. And he knows the whole time. Like, really? As soon, like, the door's not even shut from you leaving, and she's taking her clothes off. Like,
I'm glad she and Carter haven't slept together. Yeah. Because that would have like totally complicated things. And at this point, I can't see her sleeping with Carter because she's like honed in on Zende. So while I like triangles, it's no fun if Carter's not in on what's going on. Like, she should be, right. He should make it aware. He should be aware that she's attracted to Zende. Because then he can fight for her, and Zende, I mean, then it's fair. It's a level playing field.
At one point, there was one point, it looked like he was noticing something. He said, you have your own language, you two.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just a throwaway line, or if he is beginning to notice a little something, or is he still caught up in his own Zoe-ness?
I think he's still caught up in like,
yeah.
You guys have your own language. He's like clueless.
He is clueless.
He's
poor thing.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. I know, poor thing. But there's a soap staple. There's always the guy who's the loser. There's always the nice guy who always loses out. So we can still hope for a happy ending for him, but maybe somebody else.
Well, you said her sister is coming. Zoe's sister's coming. They cast. Her name is Diamond White, maybe. Okay. But they cast her, and I'm wondering, is she going to be an angel, or is she going to be a devil? Like, is she going to be a good sister, or is she going to be a bad sister? I'm very curious about that.
Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess
maybe she'll pick up Carter's pieces. Maybe she can.
All those hunky pieces.
Big pieces, folks. Everybody in here is like, they're all for Carter. They're all for Carter. Which, if they do good writing, then have Zoe a little jealous of that.
Totally. Are you kidding? Of course she's going to be jealous.
Then she's like, going to want him. Yeah. Then she's going to want him. She's going to be like, Yeah.
So, but it gave Carter a house. I think it gave Carter a house. He got a job.
Ridge's old house.
But still, he might be giving him a set. I'll never forget. So a little side note. So I'll never forget. I have Michelle Stafford, of course, plays Phyllis on Young and Restless, and was Nina on General Hospital. I had her on a show, and she talked about how on this program, but not this one, no, on YNR, We talked about how when she was talking with the late Christophe St. John, who played Neil, when he got in office, and how he said, you understand how important this is. Because they all know in the business, when you get a set, that's good as an actor, you get a set. Oh, I got a house or apartment or whatever, Charlie's Bar, whatever, all these things. And he said when he got that, just first of all, being a black man on television, daytime, who got his own office, that was a big deal. That's just a big deal as an actor, saying that they really were investing in him, that they invested in something. So I feel like with Lawrence St. Victor, they're starting to really step him up by giving him, not just giving him the title, but now he has a place to live. So I'm very curious to see how often they use that and what they're going to do. I mean, it's a big deal.
It's a really good point.
Big deal. And they still want Katie with Carter. People were saying,
yeah, look at that. I like that.
I'm with that also. I mean,
Katie with the younger man. I'm all for that.
And she said, yeah. When I had her on the show, on this show, I had Heather Tom in here. She was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all friends. They're all friends. She'll totally do it.
Totally. I would love that.
It'd be hot. Yeah. Hot together. I mean, he's hot with everybody. Everybody. But yeah, so I thought this week was interesting because it's just kind of like they're choosing to do these kind of 1-2 storylines. That's it. Usually one storyline per week, maybe a little side one that's similar to it. And this one we had 3 big things happening. We had Steffy come home. Liam is showing his colors towards her. Zende and Thomas are setting up with kind of adversarial relationships, cousins. And my BB rewind today is, who are the real Forresters? Oh. I had to really think about it. So, listen to the show, you'll see which ones are really blood Forresters.
Look who's related.
Look who's related. I also yes. So basically, that's what I did. We talked about which ones are actual blood Forresters that are left, because it's really hardly any on the campus, actually, surprisingly, blood Forresters. So we have this cousin adversary relationship for hope for the future. Zende, I think, is really just trying to, become in the business and be a true Forrester in that. Thomas, I think, has several agendas.
Thomas does not like it.
No, he's not happy. Not happy.
He was not happy one bit. He was trying to hide his crazy, though. He was trying to crazy in. He was tucking the crazy in because he didn't want him to. It was coming out just a little, and he had to tuck it in but he did not like that.
He was smart. No, he was smart this week. This week he was smart because he kept making digs at Zende, but like small ones. It's like I mean, he's not as
not bad for a beginner.
Yeah, exactly. I loved it. And Zende couldn't argue he is a beginner. And Hope couldn't argue that he's more experienced. Like it was like this kind of like, it was all rooted in truth on some level, but we all know Thomas.
Now, this made sense to me because Hope is not supposed to be okay with Thomas right now.
Right.
Like, after everything he did, they're sharing Douglas, and that's going okay so far. But she's not supposed to be friends with him. She's not supposed to be all buddy and wanting to work with him every day. What? So this made sense to me.
Finally.
Yeah, because I was like, why is she being so nice to him? Ooh. I know Tami thought that.
I was
like, you got to learn your lesson at some point, please. So it looks like she's learned her lesson.
I don't know about that, Tami.
I hope so. Can I just say that I'm glad they put Annika in something sexy this week?
It was a cute little jumper.
She was showing some little tatas.
Yes. I was like, now that is Brooke's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of like, she always looks cute in the little cutoff shorts and like t-shirts, or she'll wear the long little like caftan type stuff, which is great, but I want to show her power, her sexuality, and they finally did. Yeah. So yay.
Just showing little hips and ass. And just like, it was a cute outfit, right?
It was.
Mm-hmm. One point she's standing with her hands in her pockets, just talking. I was like, that's right, girl. Work it out. Work it out, girlfriend. I loved it. I was all here for it. Thomas was trying so hard not to explode. He has to play it smart this time. He could get everything he wants, but he has to play this right. Thomas has allowed Liam and Zende to fail on their own, as Simone Francois says. Literally, they're talking. I mean, literally, they are. I mean, literally, they're doing it kind of. Especially Liam. Liam is his own undoing. I mean, that No one had to help him. No one had to help
Yeah.
him. He was his own undoing. And
Yeah.
maybe he's right. Maybe there's something wrong with Finn. Maybe it's too good to be true. Everybody's saying in the chat, too good to be true. And for some story, really good. But maybe it's nothing that bad. Maybe it's not even that bad.
Everybody has a past.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right. I mean,
Give the guy a break.
It's a soap. They have to have pass at some level. So I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. So
It can't be that bad. He made it through medical school. Aren't they like really strict on who they let in? Isn't that like a thing?
You would think so, right? No, I mean, I would think so. I don't know, Amanda. I went to medical school too, became a nurse. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think. I mean, I think we're always kind of, because we don't know much about him, which is a good thing. So soaps are. We don't know much about him. That we all love Steffy. I think we all love Queen Steffy. We want her to be okay. So we're all just being, protective.
I will say I love that reaction when she was all doped up and on the pills, and Liam was there saying, "You know how much I care about you." She said, "You know how much I care about you." And this go round, she's sober. So when he's spewing the same jargon,
Laughing.
she was just
smiling, laughing. And see, I think when Finn saw that picture, he was thinking, this shit needs to come down.
because he has feelings for her. It makes sense. If I was in his shoes, I'd be, that needs to go.
Yeah.
It needs to go.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. But yes, Steffi's reactions were just smiling, laughing. She's like, yeah, say what you
And
want.
finally, like that moment at the end when Finn had left his cell phone at the house, so he came back and he got into Liam's face.
Yes.
Like, you're the one that's making her feel confused and less than, and she doesn't know what she's doing, and she doesn't know how to make the right decisions for herself. You're the one that's doing it, not me. And Steffi's just like,
I know, her face was like, truth.
yep.
Like, share. Mm-hmm.
And I like how she listened, and then finally she was like, you know what? I would not have someone around my daughter who would be a bad influence.
She did say that.
Okay, stop. That was her. She was like, stop it. Okay.
Jen Clark's like, Tami, you and I have to go to Steffi's house and get that portrait down.
Right?
We're in LA. We could go do it.
Doors are never locked.
They aren't. We know we're in LA.
Locked. Or we could come in with a sliding glass. That's never locked.
Nobody ever knocks anyway. Just walk right in and get it.
Just walk on in.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
anybody home? Like, knock on the door, please, and call first. No pop-ins.
Kenneth, and that's a large picture, Kenneth. So it would take two of us.
I come too. I live in LA.
Okay, there you go.
We'll get time. We'll go together.
I'll bring the lighter fluid.
There you go. And we'll set it on fire, and then we'll put it in the ocean and let it flow away like a burning barge.
Like a Viking funeral.
Yes.
Yeah, set it off. Goodbye.
I hope they do that.
The way I said, the first portrait, of course, is the one at the Forrester house. It became this thing for years. So now the second portrait is so funny. This is the second portrait. So it's a big deal. Those portraits are a big deal in both. Yeah. They're a big deal.
You know what? I would have loved if the portrait would have fallen off the wall.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
Like when Finn came back in and shut the door, it would have just like fallen off. Or
That's
as they're fighting,
totally
just slide down the wall or something.
What they're saying, they might let Finn destroy it as first sign of evil. You guys are red. You guys want him to be evil. You guys all want him to be bad. That's what's going on. We don't want Liam and Steffy back together.
I don't want Liam to be right. No.
I don't want Liam and Steffy back together. I don't want them back together.
No, because if Liam's right, then he'll have to rescue her.
I know.
Nobody needs that in their life.
Oh, no. We don't. Let Hope and Liam be happy on their end. Have other problems.
Other problems. Yes.
Like this whole. I know it's the history of the show that they do triangles a lot of times for years. But this is a different take on it a little bit. But it's kind of like, no, I don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm 40%. I'm 40% of liking Steffy. 40%. Oh, okay. But not everybody likes Steffy, I guess. I like Steffy. I like her.
I was hoping the triangle was gonna end up being Vinny and Steffy.
They're not showing them. They're not showing them. So I mean, unless they show them.
James, is that actor related to Lisa?
Cicero?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the same last name.
I don't know. It's so not funny because of last names. I don't know.
It's not like a common last name. So I'm like, oh, are they related somehow?
I'll have to look that up one day.
Yeah, look that up.
Maybe that'll be something yes, I don't know if they are or not. Let Hope get a new man. There's a problem. Liam gets on my nerves, but I think Liam and Hope do work.
They're destiny.
They're destiny.
Yeah.
I think
They're destiny.
But Liam just is so bothersome. It just.
I think they're perfect together.
I do too.
Because they fit. They're both similar.
Yeah.
And they just fit. And they're like Brooke and Ridge. They're always gonna find their way back to each other. Let's
not break from those two. I can't even talk about those two right now. That's how we're going to end the show. We've been on for almost an hour. We're going to end the show. This show is so much fun to do. I love doing this show. You guys are hilarious, and you guys are hilarious. We had up to 17 people watching at one time. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday early afternoon on Substance on JLJ Media. We're so happy to have you guys here. Amanda, Russ, somebody can find you on social media.
You can find me on all the socials, and I just put out a double episode last night. So you can find me at The Bold and Beautiful Podcast.
Okay, check that out, folks. At Tami.Goveia, where can they find you?
Instagram, Tami.Goveia, Twitter, Tami Goveia, and Facebook, Tami Goveia Official. And reminder, 1:30 today, daytime today with Candace Mack and moi.
About a half hour from now.
I love Candace.
She's a doll. Are you kidding?
She's the best. So in about 40 minutes from now, we'll be on again. And I introduce them and I make little comments off screen. So check us out. Daytime today. The links are everywhere. So just basically come back here again to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like
please.
Videos. And you'll find all the goodness that happens on this channel. So just go ahead and I have some great stuff coming up. I am filming 2 audio series right now. They'll be coming out soon. Mistletoe Road, which Tami Goveia is in that series. We're recording another episode this Tuesday ourselves, and it'll be out November 30th. And I just cast my Santa from my series, Claus the Series. I found the perfect Santa. It's going to be so great. And that series will have an episode coming out Christmas Day. So that's Claus, CLAUS, the series. And that's coming out also about Santa Claus, his kids, grandchild, and real life. So we're doing twists on all kinds of stuff here on JLJ Media. So please like us, subscribe, comment. And where can you find little old me? We're all James Lott Jr. are sold at James Lott Jr. on all the social media platforms and on TikTok too. We love you guys. We're so glad you guys come in and join us every week. We're so excited you guys are here with us. We love you. 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 We'll see you next time.